Gary B, the casual comic guy, who's one of the greatest members of the comic book community, has a contest right now. It is the best idea ever. We are going to do a YouTube channel shout out video just because Gary B told me to do it. Hey YouTube, it's Matt here. Like we said in the introduction, we're going to do a YouTube channel shout out video. Now, I've never done one of these before. We've shouted out quite a bit of channels in this channel here, but I've never done a video just to shout out other YouTubers. Now guys, I'm going to steal some video off of these YouTubers without their permission. So guys, if any one of these YouTubers, any one of you that I'm shouting out, if you want to do a copyright claim on this video, hey, by all means, and you will win it because I'm stealing some footage from a little bit of every one of you guys. So, anyhow, trust me, there's a lot of channels that I could shout out, and I'm definitely going to miss some. But I did do some criteria. I wanted to limit it to less than 1,000 subscribers, okay? This is Gary B's Push to 1,000 YouTube channel contest, if you will. Now, in Gary's video, he said, shout out 3 videos. And guys, I can't do that. I'm horrible at this. I entered another YouTube video contest where the criteria was to make a video, and it was just to show a few books. It was TyloxTheMighty, who I'm actually going to talk about in this video. He had a little, 100 sub giveaway, and guys, I didn't enter it for the giveaway. I entered it just, why? It's just fun. I got to show off my collection, but his criteria was just show one book for like these 5 or 6 different categories. Because I ended up doing a long video just showing off all kinds of books. Well, Gary B, sorry dude, I can't keep it to 3 channels. I actually am going to shout out 11 and kind of 12 before it's all said and done. Now, I wrote down all of these channels. And guys, I really feel strongly, I don't ever want to show favoritism. I want everything. I'm one of those people that, hey, let's just keep it fair. So what I did was I just wrote down the things and I put a number next to them and I went online and I did a number randomizer. And the numbers that it came up, that's the ones we're going to go first, okay? So the first channel that I'm going to do is Master and Madam Blaster. Now, guys, Master Blaster's had a channel for roughly a year now, okay? And he's put out some really, really interesting videos. I love listening to him talk. I love hearing his take on the comic book collecting and the hobby and how he is really on this push to get a lot of Stan Lee signature series comic books. Now, Master Blaster happens to be, and every one of these, I can say this for every one of these people, but he happens to be one of the nicest members of the community. But guys, he wasn't seeing much success. Not until he introduced his new guest host, Madam Blaster. Now guys, those two have been rocketing to stardom ever since she became a part of this. So guys, I think we need more Madam Blaster and less Master Blaster. So they have 120 subs. Everybody, guys, I'm going to put a link to everyone down in here. I wish that you guys would sub up every one of these channels. Okay, now, number 2 on this list happens to be the guy that I talked about before, TyloxTheMighty. Now, TyloxTheMighty, he has 171 subscribers. He just hit 100 like last month. So the guy is going up fame. He's now a member of the Spine Ticks, YouTube channel, panel, team, whatever you want to call it. But they like did this introduction where they knighted him or anointed or appointed, whatever. You get my point. But he is a climbing YouTuber that has a great channel, fun to watch. He does a lot of cool shorts, but guys, give TyloxTheMighty a sub. Now, number 3 in this list. Now, this guy happens to have one of the best dry senses of humor out there, okay? This is Mag Musings. Guys, he has a great channel. He makes a lot of haul videos, and guys, his collection is amazing. right now, he seems to be like the leader in the golden age horror comic book scene. Like, the guy just seems to find these books, and they're slabbed, and most of them are slabbed, and it's very impressive what he does. Guys, he's just hilarious, dude. But one thing I like about him, he asks that he doesn't just get a bunch of just random subscribers. He really enjoys the interaction. He would rather have a few subscribers that really interact with him than just have a bunch of subscribers that are basically, you know, just subscriber by name. They click the thing, they never watch a video. He really enjoys the interaction. Super great guy, but that channel is Mag Musings. Number 4 is a guy that I've known for a couple years now. This is Overeasy Mode. Now, Jay is the guy who runs this channel. Super good guy. Love his videos. Very high quality videos. And I'm going to give you a hint, Jay. Release more of them, okay? Be more active, you know, on your videos. But, guys, Overeasy Mode has 275 current subscribers. Check out his content. He does a lot of movie reviews, you know, comic book reviews. Just a really solid, high quality channel from Overeasy Mode. Now, guys, let's try to get him up, you know, a higher number than 275, because I think it's a travesty that he only has 275 subscribers, because as you watch some of these videos, you realize, guys, this is super high quality, amazing content. So, Overeasy Mode. Number 5 on this list, okay, with 833. Now, this guy is climbing. Now, he's getting up close to 1,000. And another super dope content creator, AA Comics, okay? Aaron has a channel. And guys, I talked about Mag Musings having dry humor. Aaron is another one of those guys. It just absolutely cracks you up. Very deadpan with his delivery, but it's so funny. Now, he is a giant Batman collector, and he is creating this incredible collection of very high grade Batman keys. Now, he has a lot of haul videos and just has a great take on the comic book collecting hobby. That is AA Comics. Guys, he's getting close to 1,000. Let's try to get him above that number. 6, speaking of climbing, okay, a great friend of mine is Alan from Climbing Comics. Sorry, Master Blaster, I'm stealing this off of you. So, Master Blaster always, every time he mentions Alan and Climbing Comics, he does this climbing thing. I kind of like it. It's kind of funny. Madam Blaster, why don't you do the Climbing Comics thing? So, Climbing Comics has such a great take on the hobby. He does a lot of grade reviews. He does a lot of book reviews. He just has different content, and every video he does is very professional, high grade. At the moment, he has 180 subscribers. I definitely think that his channel needs to be recognized more, because all of his videos are just absolutely amazing, great fun content. Let's try to get Climbing Comics a few more subscribers. Like I said, there's no order in which I'm calling out these YouTube channels. I did a randomizer, and there's no way to rank these, okay? But one of the best up-and-coming YouTubers is a guy named Brandon with ComixKings. He has, at the moment, just shy of 500. He has 464 subscribers as of the filming of this video. Guys, this kid is amazing. He is a young YouTuber. He's also on Spontics quite a bit, but he's a young YouTuber, and guys, he is getting some of the biggest names in comic books on his channel for interviews. Just recently, he had the great Jim Shooter on his channel. Now, guys, this is a young YouTuber that's just reaching for the stars. I have an honest-to-God feeling we're all going to be looking up to him eventually, because, like I said, he is young, and he has absolutely taken this YouTube channel, or the YouTube comic book community, by storm, and just keeps on coming out with this great content. I love watching this kid's channel. I can't wait to see what the future holds for ComixKings. Number 8 on this list is Morbius Comics. Now, Morbius Comics used to be a frequent guest on No Good Comics channel. Now Justin from No Good Comics had a show called Comic Review, and Morbius Comics was the set-in guest of it. Now, Justin allowed Morbius to take that show, and now Morbius is taking it and running. Now, every Tuesday, they have a great discussion about comic books, about the comic community, about collecting, and Morbius is really against having comic books in slabs, but it cracks me up because, hey, this is one of those hobbies that every viewpoint is legitimate. You know, if you don't like slabbing, don't slab it, but I definitely get a kick out of his very, very anti-slabbing stance. But it's refreshing to hear that point of view. So Morbius Comics, who at the moment has 229 subscribers. Yeah, let's try to sub him up to get his numbers boosted. Number 9 on this list, AnaChronic Comics is hosted by Joe. Now, Joe is one of the more experienced collectors in the hobby. He has been collecting for a longer time than most of us. The way he looks at comics is a lot different than some of the younger guys that are coming in that are just learning about the hobby. Well, Joe's been collecting before collecting really was a hobby. He talks about whenever he was a kid growing up in Manhattan and he would trade comic books so that they all could read them. It's just really amazing to listen to him tell these stories. He has this one series of comics my mother let me keep. Now, I guess they moved whenever he was a child from one house into another. Well, whenever they were moving, his mother wanted him to downsize his collection, which I think a lot of us could relate with. Well, Joe was allowed to keep some of his comic books, and he has some of these comic books that he bought off of spinner racks back in the 1960s, and the collection is quite amazing, quite impressive. But guys, at the moment, Joe has 564 subscribers on the AnaChronic Comics YouTube channel, so that's another one that I'm shouting out. Number 10 on this list, who I just looked this morning, has 700 subscribers, is a guy named Genome Presents. Well, that's not his name, that's the name of his channel. But he is another person who's been putting out great content. Now, he has taken a slight break of putting out new content, but I'm hoping that he gets back into the game. But Genome Presents has put out literally hundreds of great videos, you know, different comic book reviews, movie reviews. He has just one video, I think it has like 12,000 views. He takes his broom and makes it stand up. For some reason, that video is just on fire. It went viral in the YouTube community. But that's not, he just has a variety channel. He has a weekly Friday night hangouts that it runs for about 3 to 4 hours every Friday night. Great fun YouTube channel live stream that it's just fun to talk with a lot of comic book creators and YouTube creators on that channel. Now, number 11 is a great new YouTuber. Okay, this is Philtastic Phil, Comics and Art. Now, Phil is an artist, and he gets to talk about different covers and different aspects of this hobby from an artist standpoint. And it's different because I'm not an artist. At least I'm not an artist in that traditional sense, okay? And Phil talks about this hobby in a way that's so refreshing, so different. And he's a super, super good human being. I actually had the good fortune of meeting him one day. And I've met a few of these people on this list that I'm talking about in person. But Phil is a new and up-and-coming YouTuber. Right now, he has 46 subscribers. I'm hoping that we can get him some more subscribers to his channel. Now, guys, those 11 that I named are absolutely wonderful channels, but I absolutely want to give Gary B, the casual comic guy, a super, super shout out. If you have not watched his channel, guys, he is an amazing person, amazing YouTuber. He definitely loves Conan, okay? And you know that's near and dear to my heart. But one of the things about Gary B that is absolutely so impressive, he's always trying to highlight other channels. He has a Grow Together campaign where he's always shouting out YouTubers, always trying to get people subs, always trying to grow this community because he's on a push to his 1,000 subscriber. And right now he's less than 100. As of this morning, he has 936 subscribers, so he's closing in on 1,000. He didn't just try to make a video to get to his own 1,000. He wanted to make this a contest so that we could shout out other content creators, because that's just the type of guy that Gary B is. He's always, one of the best community builders in this YouTube, comic book community niche of, the YouTube larger world. So I love his selfless, push to help others. And guys, let's try to get Gary B to 1,000, because he puts out some great videos, he puts out great content, and it's the great vibes that he puts into this community. And guys, if you have not watched, he puts out a lot of videos, please don't get me wrong, but he has a Thursday live stream that is called, In the Hot Seat with the Usual Suspects. And guys, the Usual Suspects is just a great group of people, but Gary B puts out these shows every week, and he just highlights different YouTubers, and he's always trying to help this community grow. So please, guys, help all of these YouTubers out, but especially let's try to get Gary up to 1,000 subscribers, because there's probably not a more deserving person in this community than Gary B. Guys, I hope you like this video. I hope you like the content of this channel. If you do, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and put a comment down below. I want to thank everybody for watching, and you have a great day.